Kamer Joba, at least a word in Georgian. Today I'm going to talk about GITA is one of the most important projects, GITA project. Well, we all know that to boost innovation, to boost startup ecosystem, it's very important to have an innovation infrastructure and innovation services, innovation financing, and that's what we do. And now let's talk about the innovation services, which includes a training for IT specialists, and let's talk about the challenges that we had during the implementation of this project. Well, the main challenge, not only for us, not only for GITA or Georgia, is a skills gap, yeah? This is for the world. And we started with an IT skills assessment to identify the gaps and to identify the courses that we need to provide. And that became our second challenge because to train 3,000 specialists in 45 directions during 2 years, not many people believed in it. We were told that, you can't do that. Free training, oh, come on. So we know that we could do, and we know that we believed in ourselves, we believed in the project, and we believed in people. So we called these people, we called the IT service providers, the IT training providers, IT companies, IT influencers, universities, and started to design the program together. And during each meeting, after each meeting we are developing and redesigning our project because we were getting one of the most important thing from them, and that was the feedback. So we designed the program that was good for all, but that was just on the paper. Now we needed to make it in life, yeah? So to make it live, so good. So that's why we have announced an international tender, and the challenge for us was that Georgian companies, unfortunately, did not have enough experience in providing such kind of projects. But international companies having such kind of experience did not have a local experience. They did not know the Georgian market well. So we needed to push them to make consortiums and to participate in this tender as a consortium. And we were providing a networking events, we were sending an introduction letters to all of them, and just to make them to get know each other. And finally, now we have a partner, a consortium of one of the best international IT training providers and one of the best Georgian IT training provider. And they are doing a great job for us, but that job was not always great. And we had the critical moments as well. And I guess everyone who might ever heard about this program knows about the Christmas crisis that we had last Christmas, and that was the exams. So imagine we have 45 courses and 9,000 applicants, out of which we need to select only 1,000 students. That means that we need at least 45 experts who will write these exams, will write these tests. But we can't hire additional 45 people who will check how those 45 people wrote those 45 exams. So there were mistakes. But we were fair, and we had a group, a Facebook group, and we were publishing all the critical posts, and we are telling people that, yes, we know there were problems, and yes, we know why these problems appeared, and yes, we know how we need to solve it. Just give us some time. And they gave, because we told that we need a second chance, like New Year has in Georgia, because it was second New Year, Georgia New Year's period. They gave, and the long nights has started. No one slept. Everyone was working on this, and that's normal, of course, when you have such kind of problems. And finally, we also found out that one mistake that we really made was that For example, there was an exam, let's say in Java, and there are 500 people who are writing this exam. And there are two mistakes in this exam. If 500 people will post that there is a problem in this exam, people will think that there are 1,000 problems. So when we identified this, we said that, let's just post only one. If someone will post the same post, let's not approve that. But let's approve anyway the critical post, but not the same. And afterwards, we also knew that even after this hard work, there might appear some mistakes anyway, yeah? Because we are humans. And that's why we also created a form for complaints that we did not have before, and told these people that, we really worked hard, sorry, but we had these mistakes. We really worked hard. We believe that you will enjoy with these exams now, but if there will be any mistake, please fill this form, send it to us, and we will check all the complaints. And after testing 9,000 people, there were 97 complaints, just 1%. That's normal for such kind of projects. And finally, the results what we have now, I think that is even more than we expected. Still some problems. Yeah, this is just a design, how we designed this program. There were 3 phases, and you see just numbers here. And now and this is also the numbers about the directions, the programs that we have. We planned to engage 3,000 people, but we engaged more. We engaged 3,500, and that mistake was also one of the reasons why we engaged more. We told them that this is a gift. We will engage more. And that gift was also from the training provider, because they also were engaged in these mistakes. So these are the numbers that we achieved during the pilot. We planned to train 500 people, but we trained more. All the training includes the exam, an international exam, which is very important, because that's good where you get certification from the training provider, but that's better when you are certified by Google, by Amazon, by Microsoft, by Cisco, because anyone knows these companies. So we have about 70% success rate of the people who complete the training, get the voucher, and go and sit on the exam. This is the numbers from the first phase. We engaged 1.1 thousand people, but about 10% of them did not finish this course. And that's because that during the pilot phase, we had contracts with these people, and regarding these contracts, they were obligated to complete this training, otherwise they need to pay. And the amount of this was about 3,000 gel. So everyone finished. Just 3 person did not finish. But that also was a headache, go to court and to take this money from these people. So we changed the rule in the contract. We still have obligations with students, but we now tell that if you would not finish it, then during 2 years, you would not be able to participate in any GITA projects. So these numbers increased, but still there are very good people, I like such kind of people, who tell us in before that if they are not able to complete the training, they tell us before, and they cancel this contract before. That's what we ask every time to them, that if you know that you could not finish, if you are selected, and if you know, please tell, because we will just change this seat to another student. And that's where we are going to achieve during the 3rd round, which is called the 2nd phase, because pilot, 1st phase, and the 2nd phase. As I said, the 70% of the success of the exams and 97% of satisfaction. And also, the data which is not listed here is that 86% of our students say that this training made a significant effect on their career. They got better job positions, they got better salaries, and etc. etc. So, what about the future plans? We are going to, of course, continue doing IT in Georgia. And from the next year, we are going to run the basic IT training programs where we would not have a tender, but we will invite all the IT training providers operating in Georgia who will just meet to the criteria of the program and tell them that if you have a training program which meets to our criteria, please publish on our portal. And we will give a choice to students to select the training provider, the training, and if he or she will be selected, we will finance the training for him or for her. We also are in negotiations with donors to continue this certification program, and we also are in negotiations with donors to run a new program, which we call an employment program. We would like to invite international IT companies, companies holding the status, international IT company, to ask them about their open job positions, who they are looking for, and to hire the consultants to train people especially for that job roles and job positions. That's all what I wanted to tell today. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, you're welcome.
So it's Alexei from Social Lab. So my question is about the data science programs that you're offering. How it actually fills in the gap between the industry itself and the education. Because we know that data science and things specifically related to machine learning, it started from the industry, not from the university and from the educational perspective. So how you're actually filling this gap? Is it actually, are you aligning with existing programs or existing, for instance, industry problems, or this is just like a matter of general education and general courses? Thank you.
May I? Thanks for the question. Well, from GITA's perspective, as I said, at first we made this IT skills needs assessment, then we met to almost all IT training providers in Georgia, and we also met with an IT sector, and we were discussing all these syllabuses and the training programs with them. All the trainings also, as I said, are linked to an international certification, for example, AI and data science courses where we have are linked to Microsoft certifications, and you can check this on our webpage. It is ict.gov.g. There you could find the syllabus, the course, the trainer, the certification where you get after that, and all the information which you might just need to know about what's about this program. But the question is if it's linked to the job market, yeah? So we asked that the job market, and only afterwards started designing these programs. So, but every time these needs are changing every day, and this certification and these courses, which we believe that is especially for those employment, might change day by day. That's why I mentioned that we are going also to run such kind of programs where we will invite all these main players on the market, all the companies holding this international status, and ask them that what job positions do you have, who are you looking for, and how can we assist?